Starting off with a hindquarter of beef, it's from a side weighing 152 kilos and it classified out at an R4L. We now need to break it down into its main primals. The flank will be removed, the thin flank or the fleshy end. It's going to be removed, but we need to follow the seam under the cod fat and under the skirt muscles. So at this point we're not cutting into any flesh, it's just following that natural seam between the fat and the muscle. We follow this down to the point of the tip of the hip bone. Once we've reached the tip of the hip bone, we now need to mark the face of the eye muscle to give us a measurement for cutting the sirloin from the flank. So we'll use the eye measurement from the tip of the eye, and we're using half of that eye muscle size to make a mark, which will then be joined up to the tip of the hip bone. Now we need to bring the two marks together with a cut line and saw through. Finally finishing off to separate the thin flank from the hindquarter. To remove the fillet, we just need to clear away some of the channel fat to actually show us the line of the fillet. We need to free it from the actual hip bone so we can remove or release the head of the fillet. Having released the head of the fillet, we now need to release from around the backbone, just clearing away excess fat and gristle first, and then we can work around the contour of the backbone. Following down the bones, making sure not to go into the muscle between the bones. The fillet now can be removed intact away from the sirloin. To remove the sirloin, we're going to use the first lumbar vertebrae as our mark, and we're going to saw through the centre of that bone. Then finish off with the knife right the way through. Bearing in mind that after every sawing motion we remove any visible sawdust.